Hi friends, welcome to What Was Mommy Thinking, or welcome back if you are already a subscriber. It's the end of the month and it is time to close out my sinking funds for the month of October. So if you want to help me do my checks and balances with my sinking funds, then stick around and let's get it done.
Some time, but we pointed out.
Alright everybody, how are you today? Last month, for the first time, I showed you guys how I close out my sinking funds for the month of September. I got some great feedback from it, so I decided that we would go ahead and do October together as well. I'm just going to open up my binder here and pull out. This is a Happy Planner Skinny Classic that I have on expander discs, and these are all of, my goodness, it's stuck. These are all of my sinking funds that I have. I like to keep them all in one place because that's easier for me. My brain kind of works where I kind of need things in one spot, so that's what I do. This is my Happy Planner Big. It is my budget binder. And in it is a little section under savings, and this is where I keep my tracking lists for my sinking funds. So I thought what we would do today is go through. This is kind of an easy process. I just stuffed my envelopes for the last time for the month of October, so there's some of these that weren't stuffed that I'm going to have to go through and add. And I thought we would do that together and have a little chat. So for Amazon Prime, 120, 50, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20. So that means we added 5 and we now have $120 in this one. I had asked you guys in my video before this one, well, actually 2 before this one, what do you do at the end of the year with your sinking funds? So this will be my first full year doing the budget consistently. At the end of the year, do you kind of take them down to a certain amount? Do you take them down to 0? Like, what do you do with them? Or do you just kind of keep letting them roll? So back to school, we started with 75. We funded it with 75. And that gives us $150 in back to school. So that's 51, 20, 40, 45, and 50. I'm not embarrassed to say that it's my first time making it a full year doing it. I actually say that with a lot of pride. That's a pretty big deal for me, especially given the fact that 2020 and 2021 were not easy. For birthdays, we started with 350. We added 150. We should have 500. 1, 2, 3, 4, 450, and 5. So we'll add that 150. Oops. And that gives us a balance of $500. As you can see here, I've got a little pink box in November because my youngest son has a birthday coming up. Car lease payoff is something that we keep in a savings account. That cash is not kept here in the house. We are up to $5,190 in that account, so that's a wonderful thing. For Christmas, it looks like I already marked it in that we should have $1,980 after a little bit of Christmas shopping. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 50, 70, 75, and 80. So that one is spot on. We'll put that back in here. And I think that's written in pencil, so let me see if I can erase that. So it would be minus 320, takes it down to 1,980. 1,980. Can you guys believe that we're this close? Like, it's right there. Alright, so for clothing, we started with $280. Then we spent $16 and added $100. So I'm going to grab my calculator here and say 364 minus 280 is $84. So I'm going to put here that as a grand total, we added $84 to clothing, and we ended up with $364. So that's 1, 2, 3, 350, 55, 60, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that is that. We will be dipping into that really soon. So for cosmetics, it looks like, can't even read my own writing. It looks like -2 for a total of 81. And this does say 81, 20, 40, 60, 81. So I will erase that pencil mark and put it in erasable ink, like that's any more permanent than the pencil, but we'll do it that way. So -2 for a total of $81. -$2 for $81. Okay, for date night, there's nothing in it. I know there's nothing in it because I just did my envelopes. So we're going to say subtract 83 with nothing left. For Easter, it says we added 20 for a total of 120. So let's take a peek in here. I know that that's right because I haven't touched it. 120, 20, 40, 60, 81, 120. So we will add that 20 for a total of 120. The Easter Bunny. Alright, for family pictures, I did put the deposit down. I did book the date. So it looks like we subtract 5 for a total of 445. So 1, 2, 253, 354, 420, 440, 445. That looks like that is correct. The deposit was $55 and we had added already for the month. So that's why it says -5 for a total of 445. And I do try and write those in pencil as I go along because it can change, right? Alright, for Father's Day, it says we added 50 for a total of 200. 51, 152. So that looks to be accurate. And so it really is just a matter of going through every one of your sinking funds and doing a little checks and balance to make sure you haven't missed anything or that you wrote something on the ledger in the envelope but you forgot to carry it over to your tracking sheets. All of those are perfectly normal things. Like, none of that is a negative. This is just another way of doing checks and balances. So we started with 45. We added 15 for a total of 60. 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, and 60. It's just a way to keep ourselves on track and hold us accountable. We work so hard for our money. And we work so hard on budgeting for our families that knowing where every dollar is and being accountable for every dollar really does put us in control of those finances. It really does make us the boss of the money where we're telling our money what job it's going to do. So for Halloween, I know for a fact it's a big fat goose egg because we did withdraw all of that money out as planned. We did some fun things. We were at baseball all weekend, so it was kind of cool. So we will restart that fund again in November. Our HOA is kept in a savings account because it's auto-drafted out of our bank account. For home maintenance, it says that we have absolutely nothing, which is exactly what we have. So I will take that -53 and turn that into a 0. This is one fund that I have got to change moving forward into the new year. We need more money in this one until we get all of our little projects and stuff done. Home projects, we did a couple of home projects. That's why all of that money is gone. So we'll take that minus 659 and turn that into a 0. And before you ask, no, I did not get my mini blinds. We had a couple of things that we had to do to the house, and so we did do that, and I'm really, really grateful that we were able to do that. For medical, it says we should have $91, 50, 70, 90, and 1. I did. Let me put that in there. Maybe, maybe not. Get in here. Behave yourself. Back in your cage, Layla. Does anybody else love Mrs. Doubtfire like I do? Okay. So this one, we're going to put plus $91, and that leaves us with $91. For miscellaneous, I'm not sure that I should keep tracking this one here, just because this is a cash envelope. I moved it to cash envelopes. I like it in cash envelopes. We do $25 a week. So I really don't track this here. I track it on my weekly check-in sheet and in my cash envelope, but I really don't track it over here. For Mother's Day, it says that we added 55 and should have 250. So let's see, 51, 52, 20, 40, 45, 250. So that is correct. As you work on your budgets and you move different categories in and out of where they fit for you, that absolutely can happen. So let's add $55, and that gives us $250. All right, for pest control, this does stay in our savings account, and we did add $36, and we have a balance of $36. For pets, we did use the full $322 between food and grooming. However, on October the 31st, I did add $200. So that would be a minus $122, right? From $322 to $200 is minus $122. So that is the net change between last month and this month at the end of the month. For sports, oh, you guys. For sports, it's pretty much gone. I think there is $11 left in here. So we used $209, and there is $11 left. And this is another one that right now is a cash envelope. Between sports seasons, it has been a sinking fund, but now that they're pretty much playing year-round sports, I may remove this as well and just keep it in as a cash envelope because I do use it on my weekly check-in. So let's move on to, let's make sure sports is 11. Yep, all $11. All right, St. Patrick's Day. It says that we added 10 for 70, so 20, 40, 50, 60, 70. And that says we added 10 for 70, so let's fix that super duper quick. And add 10 for $70. Then for Thanksgiving, I know I just stuck that one on the 31st because I talked about the fact that we were going to be using it here in a couple of weeks. Let's take a peek and see. So we added 15 for $165. So we'll fix that one right there. And as you can see, that it's right there. We're going to be using it 51, 150, 160, 165. So second page is done. We are on the last a little bit. We're going to go to vacation. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I used part of this money to get some work done in the yard. So there's $650 in here. So I did already account for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 20, 40, and 50. I did go ahead and change that ledger when I took that $250 out. It was something that had to be done, and we had exhausted all of our home project money, so that's what got used. So we will add 50 for a total of $650. Valentine's Day. Sweet Valentine's. I can't believe it's almost here again. It says we have 80, 20, 40, 60, 80, which means we would have added 10 from last month's closeout at 70. We don't do a lot for Valentine's Day, but I do have 4 guys in my household, so we do something. We just do a little something for everybody. Plus, I really want my guys to grow up and be good boyfriends and good husbands and recognize and celebrate those kinds of things for the people that they care about. Alright, vehicle maintenance, it says we had 80, we added 20, so we have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. That looks to be perfectly correct. Haven't used that yet, but I'm sure it's coming. If you watched my cash envelope stuffing video, you will know that at the end of that video, I was left with $18 in my cash rack, and it's because I forgot to stuff this envelope right here. So vehicle tags, I know we added $18. And if we look here, sorry I keep hitting the camera, 162, so there's 120, 130, 140, 145, 150, 155, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62. So that will pay for the tags for both of our vehicles. One renews in January and one renews in February, I believe. So that is it for this binder. What was Mommy thinking has nothing in it. And I had to buy some sticker paper and stuff, which is great because that means I've been making sales. So let's check and see. In our Win Savings Challenge, which is the only one right now that I am tracking in here, we ended last month with $193. Where are we at now? 100, 150, 200, 250, 270, 290, 305, 310, 315, 316, 317. Oh my goodness. So we're going to go in and see 317 minus 193 was a net change of $124. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're ending with $317. Now, this is going to get to $500, and then we will start it again. I did have this pink box around because originally I was supposed to take a little girls trip in December, but that's before, as the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air says, life got flipped, turned upside down. So I'm just going to keep that $500 and roll it and start that challenge all over again and just keep going with it. So I will put this money in here and back in the safe it will go. And that's how easy it is, and that's how short of a time period it takes to check in with all of my savings envelopes, my sinking funds. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6, 12, 18, 24, and 30. So there's 30 here, even though a couple of them are in the bank. That's a lot to go through, to be able to go through at the end of the month and close them out that quickly. This system is definitely working for me. It's definitely something I'm going to continue into the new year. The form may change a little bit, but the principle and the process will stay the same. So that is it, you guys. I want to thank you so much for being here and watching another one of my videos. And we got everything closed out for October. We are ready for November. I hope you guys are ready. I hope you're having an amazing day. Until next time, everybody, please take care of yourselves, be well, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.